Former England and Tottenham Hotspur footballer JENUS has been sacked by the BBC. The broadcaster has confirmed that he is no longer part of the presenting lineup, having appeared on Match of the Day and also The One Show. Sky's Rachel Venables has the latest.
Well, it's a very short statement that we've received from the BBC this afternoon. Just one line, in fact, officially from a spokesperson saying we can confirm that he is no longer part of our presenting lineup. So confirming the fact that JENUS has been sacked from presenting both on The One Show and Match of the Day.
Why? What did he do? Oh, that guy. What did he do?
Of course, two of the BBC's really quite iconic flagship programmes. He's a former footballer, of course, ex-Premier League player, now 41 years old, and we understand...
Fucking awful, look at that t-shirt.
And he's been removed from the hosting lineups following an internal investigation. No further details have been released yet by the organisation.
Evil, just a face of evil.
Because of alleged complaints about his behaviour, and that is...
Look at that. That evil face, allegedly.
Been reported by the Sun newspaper. During his football career, he played for Nottingham Forest, Newcastle United, Tottenham, Aston Villa and Queen's Park Rangers. But of course,
what did he do?
In recent years, he has been much more well known for his presenting jobs on the BBC, from which he has now been sacked. We also understand...
He's just fucked that up for himself. Do you know they were paying him? They were paying him 200k a year. Like, he was getting paid 200,000 a year, and it just, do you know what I mean? And he was getting lined up. Apparently, would you hear this? He was getting lined up for the Lineker job. Apparently, Lineker's on the way out, and he was picked. He was being, this was on the radio today on the way home in the car. Quote: he was being lined up for the Lineker job, for Lineker role. So he would have been in the millions. He would have been in the millions. Like, do you know what I mean? Just making a fucking Match of the Day, just a couple hours work. Do you know what I mean? Shocking. And he's still, like, even now he was getting paid 200,000 a year. Like, can you even imagine that? The One Show.
Stand this evening that his agency, MC Saatchi, no longer represents him. So,
Saatchi. Oh, what is that? I didn't want to click that. Fuck! Why did they put those fucking things, man, up? That's why they put them up.
Okay. On Times Radio, it's the evening edition. Now, in a slight change to our schedule,
God.
we have an...
Look at the fucking state of this. Like, look at the hack of this. Imagine you were... Like, what is this shit? Why do they all wear their headphones like that? Like, one of them has to just be like that. Just like pushing your ear forward in some stinking way. Like, they all do that. They do that on like LBC and all. It's disgusting. It's like they're just, it's like cool or something.
It is Kate Borsay on Times Radio. It's the
Kate what? Kate Borsay. It's just that face just says it all. That's what it is for me. These people that are just on the fucking BBC and in radio, they're from like, they're all just from a certain type of school, and they just live in this gravy train world where they just turn up and do a couple hours work and then go back to their big rich fucking house and then think everyone else is just scum. Right-wing fucking far-right scum. Basically working class people. They just despise working class people. Anyway, let's get into it.
It is Kate Borsay on Times Radio. It's the evening edition. Now, in a slight change to our schedule, we have an exclusive interview by TalkSport News with JENUS, who, of course, has been sacked today by the BBC. We're joined...
We can get to hear what fucking is actually going on here.
By
from the horse's mouth.
A Deputy News Editor, Alex Dibble, who's with us now. Alex.
Okay, thank you. JENUS, which has been a slightly strange situation, rather unusual, has been in our building this afternoon as the news that he was sacked.
Presenting
by the
on
BBC,
air.
Presenting on air. And he began his show just moments.
Also, they were doing that on the way home in the news, on the radio on the way home tonight, like on Radio Ulster. They were like, So hold on, so he's actually on the radio right now presenting on a TV show. Yes, that's right. He's actually on the. It's so weird. He's actually in the building. He was in. I seen him earlier, and the woman was all gossiping and all. Like I seen him earlier and all, and stuff and all. Like I seen him and all. It was stinking, and they were like, and the guy was like, oh, so he's actually on the radio right now. And they were like, yeah, he's on the radio right now, and he's just been, you know what I mean? As if like, so this is some talking point that they're all just saying. Anyway, go ahead. Just in case you thought that was just normal. Everything's just fucking false.
As the news was developing and breaking that he had been sacked from the BBC, all we knew at the time was that it was over complaints that had been made about his workplace
All we knew, fuck up. Everyone knows what it's about. Tell us what it's about.
conduct, inappropriate
Inappropriate
behaviour.
behaviour.
That was all that we had. The BBC merely confirmed that he was no longer a member of their presenting lineup on the One Show or indeed on Match of the Day.
We get it.
That was it. So there were lots and lots of questions that we had, as you can imagine, and that everybody had, which we were very keen to put to Jermaine so that we could try and get a bit more information. I spoke to him as soon as he came off air. This is our conversation. Jermaine, the BBC has announced today that it has sacked you.
Yeah.
What's your reaction to that decision?
Look, I can't really talk about it. As you can probably see, I am not happy about it. But currently, as it stands, I'm going to have to let the lawyers deal with it. You know, there's two sides to every story, as we know. So that's all I can say right now.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this guy standing around. Right, hold on. Look at this. Sorry, we're still listening to what he's saying there. Keep still listening to what he's saying, but look at this guy on the left here.
To every story, as we know. So that's all I can say right now.
Like, what is that?
It's being reported that you sent unsolicited text to a female member of staff at the One Show. Is that true?
There's, like I said, I'm not happy about this situation. You know, I'm going to be speaking to my lawyers about it, is all I can say right now.
So there wasn't?
Are you able to elaborate at all about the complaints that were made? What exactly did they relate to?
No.
Was it something concerning one colleague or more than one?
Dude's got his hand on his fucking arse cheeks, like.
I'm going to...
Hold on, what's he saying? Hold on, this again. It's just your guy's putting his fucking hands down his fucking pants and all.
Are you able to elaborate at all about the complaints
Get your hand out of your fucking pants and keep it away from your fucking...
that were made? What exactly did they relate to?
No.
He's not
Was it
prepared to
something
say.
concerning one
He's not prepared to say.
colleague or more than one?
I'm going to have to, like I said, speak to my lawyers about this situation.
These are like M&S outfits, M&S sponsored outfits. Like these are all the sponsorships are now just evaporating now. Like these were all just kickbacks. Like he would have been paid just to wear these clothes. Do you know what I mean? Everything, the whole gravy train is over.
I'll definitely, as you can see by probably, yeah, like I said, my reaction, I'm not happy.
I'm not happy. I'm not. See, he thinks this is like a match of the day interview. Like you come off the pitch and you can just give like a wee match of the day, kind of like, you know, at the end of the day we went out there, we tried to get the result. It didn't happen for us, and he thinks it's just gonna go along, like it's one of those interviews, but it's not. It's like the guy wants to know. It's not one of those interviews. This is a real interview, like.
All about the outcome of this, but I've got to leave it in the hands of the lawyers right now.
Were you surprised that any complaint was made against you?
I can't really
talk about it.
talk.
Can't talk about it.
Maybe as much.
Yeah.
I can't really talk right now.
Yeah.
I've got to leave it in the hands of the lawyers. Like I said, I'm you know,
I'm not happy.
it's hard, you know, and
It's hard.
there's definitely two sides.
There's definitely two sides.
Just a couple of logistical questions. When did the BBC tell you that you were being sacked?
I can't talk about that, unfortunately.
Fuck me.
All of this is
You can't even just tell us when you found out you were being sacked.
Yeah, with my lawyers, and I'll be probably.
Look at even these coats, and all these are, that's like a fucking, probably like a 900, 1,200 pound coat. Like all this shit is just, it's over, like, it's over.
Yeah, like I said, responding through my lawyers.
Okay.
Okay.
I totally appreciate why that is what you're going for. I'm sure
Yeah.
you can understand why. I'm just want to ask
100%,
you,
Yeah, you got a job to do.
when were you first made aware that a complaint had been made?
I can't talk about that.
You've spoken about legal proceedings. Are they already
Can't talk
underway, or are you in the process
about
of getting
Can't
them
talk about
underway?
I can't talk about
Can't
that.
talk about it.
Do you feel
Do you feel that the British tax license fee payer that's been paying you 200k a year to do your wee cushy wee fucking job, do you feel they have the right to know anything? Do you think they deserve transparency?
that you have anyone to apologise to as a result of this and your departure from the BBC, or not at this stage?
I can't talk
Can't talk
about that
about
right
it.
now.
Can't talk
I've
about
got to leave. Yeah, I've just got to leave this to
the lawyers.
a team of lawyers at the minute who are, yeah, I suppose just managing
Yeah.
the situation. This is, yeah, it's tough, you know, but it is.
Tough.
I have.
It's tough, yeah. It's tough. I don't know. I think he does look evil. Something about him. He's like Kim Jong Il or some shit. I'm getting like North Korea vibes or some shit from him. I don't know.
To take the, I've got to listen to my lawyers.
You said on a few occasions that you're not happy, that you will instruct your lawyers, and that there are two sides to every story, and that that's the case here. Do you see, therefore, any reason why you wouldn't be able to continue working going forward in sports presenting, or indeed in the industry as a whole?
I can't talk about that right now.
Appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Can I just add, Jermaine, I can see that you are absolutely fuming.
Yeah.
And I totally appreciate
Is this still on air?
Yeah, we're still recording.
Turn
And
it off.
I just want to ask you this on
Turn it off.
I can see that you're fuming, right? And I understand entirely that there are certain things you can't talk about. But you are a major BBC star. What are your? Can you articulate any of your emotions
about it.
right now towards the BBC and towards this happening to you?
Can't talk about it.
I can't talk about it right
You
now.
can talk about how you feel inside.
No, I can't talk about those things right now. Like I said, there is definitely, there's two sides to this whole thing, and my lawyers are going to be taking over from now on.
When do you hope your side can be?
When will you be able to fucking talk about it? Can we fucking arrange a date where we can fucking, you'll maybe be able to talk about it?
Ed, what sort of timescale would you hope you can get
I
your
can't.
side of the story out?
Sorry, I can't. Give you any. I can't talk about it.
Is there anything else you need to add?
No, I really appreciate the position you're in and the questions you've asked, and
Appreciate it.
just thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Thank us for our time. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
James. Appreciate it.
All right, well, that was Jermaine
Yeah.
Jenus speaking immediately after his show. He was presenting live on the Drive Time show on TalkSport today.
Honestly, I can't even look at her.
As the report came through, as the BBC confirmed that it was no longer going to be engaging the services of Jermaine JENUS. He was sacked from Match of the Day and from the One show over inappropriate behaviour, but he couldn't comment on that at all. What did we learn from that?
He's guilty,
Well, he kept saying, I can't really talk about it, but he
allegedly.
said it's tough and that he's not happy at all. There's two sides to every story, he said. He'll be speaking to his lawyers about it. He wants to leave it in the hands of lawyers. He wouldn't confirm that there was a text or a...
Aren't they just stinking? Like, aren't media people just stinking? Like, he said things, he's just trying to fucking maximise everything out of everything they can get. They are just stinking creatures. Like, they're the fucking worst. Like, just human fucking slime. And they all just get paid so well. It's such a mind bender, like.
A message sent to a female colleague.
Like that dress she's wearing, that's probably from some boutique in South London, and it probably cost like about fucking 2,000 for that dress. And it was a lovely. I just had to have it. I had to have it. I just thought, fuck it, I deserve it. I need something for my little vacation in France, in the south of France. I need something that French women will respect when they see it. They know. So I just thought, fuck it, I'll buy it. Like, it's just these people I can't stand them.
And he also wouldn't say much more on how he felt about his emotions at this time or about his future.
I know we just fucking watched the interview. I don't need you to fucking digest it for me.
But it was important to air that, and it was important to be able to give.
I wish she would just put her fucking headphone just over this ear, so I don't have to look at your stinking crooked ear anymore. Can you just fucking cover that up, please? Just put that over. It's like her ear is gonna permanently bend forward from all the ears. Or just wearing it like that, like an idiot.
Jermaine JENUS, the right of reply, this story breaking whilst he was presenting TalkSport live on air. So that's why we've brought you
That's the irony of it all.
that. That is an interview by Alex Dibble and his news colleague.
Alex Dibble.
At TalkSport. Alex Dibble is our deputy news editor.
Oh God, Alex Dibble is our deputy head news editor. Like that just means he's on fucking. He's on 100K or something a year. Deputy news. That means he's just some twat. Dibble. Look at the fucking lineup here. Let's get the lineup. Look at these people. Look at these people. Like, they all look like they're all in touch with. They got their finger on the pulse of the British public, and they know exactly. Like him and all. He just looks like an idiot who just rides a bicycle to work every day. Do you know what I mean? One of those people with his bicycle helmet and gets his camera on so he can film cars that get too close, and then he can start shit with police and all. He's one of those dudes. He just looks like an absolute fucking weird Trevor McDonald type. She's just rancid. We all know what she is. These people just look look at her. Out of touch. Look at that, like hands in the pockets. I'm just casual. I'm casual, but you can tell her she's just out of fucking touch, man. She's just living high on the hog for too long. Driving around in her fucking Range Rover fucking Evoque Sport. Or her fucking electric Tesla car that's just paid, you know what I mean? And these people just who are they? And this guy. Times Radio, do me a favour, like, if you're listening to that, you better be taking the piss, like, if you are.
The former footballer and the one-show presenter, Jermaine JENUS, has been sacked by the BBC for inappropriate behaviour. Bradley Harris is in our newsroom for us right now. Bradley, good to talk to you. What more do we know
What does that mean?
about this?
Hi, Dan. Well, a BBC spokesperson has confirmed that he is no longer part of their presenting lineup. BBC News.
He was sending members of staff pictures of his cock. like what level of inappropriate are we talking about here? Like, is it something like that?
Are reporting the presenter has been sacked by the corporation because of alleged issues relating to workplace behaviour. Jermaine JENUS, who's 41 and a former professional
Alleged issues.
Footballer, has played for England and spent most of his footballing career at Tottenham Hotspur before retiring in 2016. He started presenting the BBC's...
What is going on there? That was that was just an image. That was like a fucking train wreck of just images there. And audio, everything about it, like...
Hotspur before retiring in 2016. He started presenting the BBC's One Show in 2020, but became...
Like, she doesn't even know what's going on. She's just like, yep, climate change.
One Show in 2020, but became a permanent fixture.
He was probably just like, asking her loads of questions like, oh, what do you think we need to do about the climate? What do you think we need to do about the climate? And she was just like, I don't know. Drive less cars and stuff. And all. And he was just like we're all supposed to just listen to her like she's a fucking oracle or something.
Of the show just a year.
Look at those wee fucking bollocks trainers. This is what I'm talking about. Like these type of clothes. Do you know what I mean? It's like M&S sponsored fucking. Like he's sponsored by like, who does like Tesco's clothes? Do you know what I mean? Whoever does like Asda clothes or something like that line, they'll just sponsor him. It's like just fucking shit.
Just a year later, he was also a frequent face on Match of the Day, another huge BBC show, and was even rumoured to take over from their main presenter.
Oh God, look who's on with. This is a fucking piss take. Come on, look at these clips, man. Look who he's on with.
Gary Lineker, his last appearance.
See what I mean? Listen up. Listen.
Lineker, his last appearance, take over from their main presenter.
I'm so distracted by all the fucking people that he's on with. Right, listen to this. I haven't heard this, but they were saying similar shit in the radio on the way home.
Over from their main presenter, Gary Lineker, show, and was even rumoured to take over from their main presenter, Gary Lineker.
What I heard was he was being lined up which means that Ori picked him. He was the guy, and you know he was.
Last appearance on The One Show was with Alex Jones earlier in the summer, but for now we can confirm that Jermaine JENUS has been taken off air by the BBC, and we should expect more details in the coming hours.
He looks like he's worn a Jermaine Jones kind of jacket there. He looks like he's got the sponsored by Jermaine Jones. Like what are these little coats that all these fucking media, radio, TV presenter-y fucking people are wearing? That's exactly the type of shit the other guy was wearing. Hold on, we see. He was wearing it in other stuff, in other videos. So there you go, guys. Dude's sacked.
What's up, Barry?
It was just a wee quick one. I'll maybe just end it there. Or do you want to see one more? We'll keep going.
Jermaine JENUS has been fired by the BBC and
For
taken
what?
off air following complaints of inappropriate behaviour. He had been a regular
Look at Lineker just like looking at him like the. Yeah, it's just. Whatever.
behaviour. He had been a regular co-host on The One Show and expert on Match of the Day.
Nah, man, something's off. Like, do you know what I mean? There's a weird, awkward energy. Look at this little tattoo. That's interesting for people like me. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, weird, off, something weird going on here. Don't like this energy. Dunno, something going on between them two probably. Weird energy, awkward. It's led to a breakdown in professional contact.
But has been pulled off air. The BBC has launched an immediate internal investigation after concerns were...
Look how innocent he is. He's just like, he doesn't even understand what it all means. Inappropriate behaviour.
...raised about him, and a mural of the former footballer at Manchester's Media City has been removed. A BBC spokesman said
A mural of him? Hold on, did he just say it?
A BBC spokesman at Manchester's Media City, and a mural of the former footballer at Manchester's Media City has been removed.
Ooh, this must be bad.
A BBC spokesman said, "We can confirm Jermaine JENUS is no longer part of the presenting lineup." Jermaine had been tipped as Gary Lineker's successor on Match of the Day. He covered...
That's big money, man. That's big bucks. Millions. Millions. You fucked it all up. You're a stupid, allegedly stupid bastard.
...this summer's Euros, but has been notably absent in recent weeks. The married father of four last presented The One Show alongside Alex Jones on July the 22nd. He's not expected...
He's married with 4 kids, and he's probably sending pictures of his cock to her. And she's probably just ratted him out or something. She probably was loving it, but now she's not. What's going on here?
...expected to return to the BBC, but he is understood to be unhappy about the decision.
He's not happy. I'm not happy.
And has instructed lawyers to try and clear his name. Jermaine, who was paid approximately £190,000 a year by the BBC, has also parted ways with his long-term agents, MC Saatchi, in the wake of the crisis.
His agents have abandoned him.
Jermaine has become a huge star in recent years after a
Huge star.
high-profile career playing football for Nottingham Forest, Newcastle and Spurs. He is now as well known off the pitch as a pundit and, of course, as an entertainment presenter. Today's news is a huge shock for both the sporting world, for those working in showbiz, and his army of fans.
The Sun puke. I didn't realise it was a Sun video. I wouldn't even want to give them the clicks or the views. So there you go, guys. Another BBC presenter embroiled in shenanigans. Have a nice day.